With holiday shopping in full swing now, finding parking this weekend will be a challenge at some local shopping centers. That's why Travis County constables are out to enforce the law when it comes to folks who snatch disabled parking spaces. KXAN's Doug Shoup is live downtown tonight to show us exactly what they're looking for. Doug?
Well, David, anyone who does not have a placard or a license plate for people with disabilities and they park in one of these parking spaces, they could get a fine of $500 to $750. On top of that, if you're using someone else's placard and they're not with you, you could have it confiscated.
Is this yours? Okay.
Since Robert White had hip replacement surgery, long-distance walks have become difficult, but it can also be tough to find a disabled parking spot, which he's eligible to use.
It is what it is. You just, wish people were a little more courteous in regards to that.
Deputy Lawrence Caldwell is trying to change that. He patrols parking lots to make sure people don't illegally park in those spots, don't block wheelchair access areas, and don't abuse handicap placard privileges.
Caretakers may believe that they can use the handicapped individuals that they're taking care of. They may believe they can use their placard, but they can't. The individual that it's issued to has to be in the vehicle. Can I see that placard real quick? I'm just checking them.
At Barton Creek Square Friday, he ticketed several cars that didn't have placards and gave a warning to a couple who aren't regular motorcyclists and unknowingly blocked a wheelchair access spot.
No idea that it was for the handicapped, and certainly we apologize. We would never would have parked here otherwise.
Due to recent changes in state law, legitimate parking spaces for people with disabilities must now have two things: this type of a painting on the pavement, but also these reserved parking signs. So if you find a parking space that doesn't have both the labeling and the sign, then it's open to anyone.
They've got painting right here on the ground with no pole signs, so anybody can park here and they're okay.
For Deputy Caldwell, enforcing disabled parking rules is personal.
And my dad's blind and paralyzed, and it's frustrating. Ever since I was a little kid, it was frustrating seeing people, motorcycles pull up right there and, block that hatching and think, no big deal.
But Deputy Caldwell hopes education and, in many cases, fines can change behavior.
This means a lot because, people abuse it every day.
Now, deputy constables will be patrolling various parking lots through this entire weekend. They did a similar operation during tax-free weekend, and back then they issued more than 80 citations. Reporting live downtown tonight, Doug Shoup, KXAN News.